And hello everyone, welcome to the Airline Project. I'm BethelLabs, content producer for the Airline Project, and today I'm going to be showing everyone who wants to know how to start a new game, start an airline in the Airline Project. This is the first of a few tutorials that I've been requested to put up on the forums for people who are just starting out, and they can be directed to come see this video to know what they are actually doing. So let's get right into it. I'm just going to point out that I'm running 0.4.2 pre-alpha version 7. That's the version I'm running. I'll update this as new things come along in this process of starting the Airline Project. But the first thing you do is, I'm just going to say from the beginning, you would download it from the website. You would then, if you want to, you can extract the zip and launch it from there, or you can launch it from inside the zip folder. And this is the screen that would come up after you would select your language. I selected English because that is the language I speak, and English is the language I'm obviously in, which you can change later in your settings. But what you first do is you come up here to New Game. After you click New Game, you would go over to Standard Game. As you select Standard Game, you have these all continent, or select playing continent. You can select all continents or any continent that you would like, other than Antarctica, which sadly doesn't have any airports that are public airfields. They're all military airfields there. Select, that made sense. Select a playing region. You can select what region of all these lists, which you guys aren't seeing this pop up, but there's a drop down here which you can select for what regions you would like. So then you can select airports. So you can either have major airports, all airports, or just international airports. International airports actually is more than major airports, because major airports is just all like airports that have more than like 5 million passengers a year or something like that, and all international airports includes, I think, any airport that's labeled international. So that's the difference. And you can select all airports. I usually do all airports just because there's some airports in my region that I would like flying to for shorter, smaller hop aircraft. Use only major airlines, yes or no? Yes would only give you airlines that are big, more than a few aircraft, like just to name a few: American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, Delta Airlines. Those are just a few of the U.S. airlines that are considered major. But if you choose no, you get any airline out of all of those. You have select the year, which you can have from 2015 all the way back to 1946. So the thing is, you can choose what year you completely want. So like, I can choose 1995, as you can see here. You can choose any year you want. Different aircraft come out at different times, which is the effect on that. So maybe do a little research prior to logging into the game, and like if you have a favorite airplane, figure out what year that airplane is being produced and select a year. I'm choosing 2000 because this is one of the main years of the Boeing 757, which is my favorite aircraft, and the aircraft imaged here, that it's one of the major years is being produced. It is no longer in production today. So if I chose today, it would not have that in production. Other than I could technically buy that from the used aircraft if it's there. So select airline focus. You have global, regional, domestic, and local. You can I usually just say global, just in case you want to go international and stuff like that. But regional restricts you to your region. Domestic is anything in the country, and local is obviously just like within your state, or like really short hops. So that's not really for you. It's for the AI, the artificial intelligence, for them. Oh, do you want them to have local or global or whatnot? So you can select your difficulty, which you have easy, normal, and hard. I usually just go easy because you start with more money. You can select your opponents, as it states here. Selecting more than 15 opponents will make your game unstable. Right now, currently, my game is going to be unstable anyways, because I'm rendering a YouTube video from. I render YouTube videos while I record all the time. Don't worry. It's just it restricts how much this game can actually process, since it does take up a lot. I usually select either 5 to 10 opponents because 3 is just not enough, but you guys can do whatever you feel like you would like to do. You can do random opponents, which means when you click next, it would automatically select your opponents. Or not, well, that's not what's actually going to happen. You choose your airline first. But after that, it would say, it would automatically select your opponents. Or you can select your own opponents, which I'm going to do, so you can see all the airlines. Use the same region opponents, so the opponents would use the same region. You can turn that to off if you like. Yes or no, it's obviously whatever. Yes, if you want to have a lot of competition, or no, if you don't want any competition. Use only real data. No, if you chose yes, that means it would, your airline, if you had, say, no money in the airline, it's going bankrupt. That's essentially what would happen. Select game turn length. You can do it either in minutes, so it automatically just runs through the minutes of a workday, or you can do 24 hours, which I do because it just lets you go faster in time. And then game paused on start. I always have that on. I don't always have it on no, but sometimes I have it on yes, just in case. I'm going to leave it at no for, actually no, let's turn it to yes just in case. Okay, so you can, as there's a tab up here that says create an airline. You could technically do this, where you create an airline and load one, which I'm not going to do, but you just hit load custom airline and it would be in the drop down here for you. You can click this random button, so now my game's going to crash, obviously, as I'm in the middle of a tutorial with you guys. Just give it a second to load here. It has a loading button that says not responding. Great. Actually, I'll just be back in 1 second with you guys after this loads in. And sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of a problem there. Game almost crashed. But you can select any airline. They're like legitimately in different countries. Like here's the U.S., here's Mexico, here's you can choose any airline that's major. So like Air Berlin. I cannot speak today for some reason. Air Canada. And all these other airlines that are up there, Air France, which I'm actually going to choose. You can change your airport. So, like, oh, I want to be in a different airport. I want to be out of here. I want to be out of here. You can choose it. Actually, I'm not going to be Air France. I'm going to be a U.S. Airline. Let's be Northwest, which is out of the. Oh, no, that's not be Northwest. That's folded now. Let's be Southwest Airlines. So we're out of Chicago Midway. You can change the name here by just retyping it. You can choose the country, which it only gives you the option of the country you're in right now. Use local currency, yes or no, depending on what you want. I use yes. Airline color you can't change. You can change the home base, as I said before. You can choose what airport you want, and you can choose what time zone you like. It gives you a little information about what their history has been. And then you can just click this create game button here and let the game load in. It takes a bit sometimes just because of, or I guess it's not even creating the game. It's actually just letting you choose your airlines now. So I said I can choose 5. So let's do British Airways. Let's do EasyJet. Let's do Emirates. And let's do and Lithuania, and let's use Monarch. Monarch is a nice airline as well. All those are outside of the U.S. As you can see, you can select inside or outside of the U.S. So like, oh, here's Northwest, here's New England Airlines and stuff like that. So you can choose random airlines, your choice. And now we actually are creating the game. So we are loading into the game finally, which is an excellent thing. And I will actually catch up with you guys when I'm actually in this game, because sometimes it takes a while. So, and guys, I'm back here sitting around at the screen that finally came up after you're done loading. So you start off with about $99 million on easy mode, and they give you two aircraft. Or no, whoa, they give me whoa, my 39 aircraft for free. Is that I didn't know they changed that. Okay, that's cool. You start with 39 aircraft, which is amazing. It's an amazing feature. So that's great. Probably gonna change from no. So you have the screen here, which you have which is under the My Airline tab. You have your default page, which you can do upgrade your airline when you're here, and it gives you a dialog box saying, would you like to upgrade it, yes or no. You can create a subsidiary, which gives you another dialog box, and you can type in what it is. And that's basically it from this page. It gives you your reputation and stuff, and talks about your aircraft over here. Next, we have the page of all the aircraft list, and you have the actual route, plus you can click on here, the route map eventually. Here's your ratings, which is just basic, going over all the things. Here's your employees, what you have, cockpit crew, how much you pay, salaries, and all that stuff. Here's advertisements, maintenance centers, and insurances. Standard. They can't do them there. Yep. Okay. So now you can change the prices of your things. So like, say you want pets to be expensive, or you have 3+ bays expensive, stuff like that. You can give discounts here for employees, government, and military. Cancellation policy. It's by minutes, so 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I always go 4 hours because I hate having people canceling when they're at the airport. It's like, no, you're getting a fee for that one. Save that change. You always have to click save changes. You can buy upgrades for different things. You can get your pilot training facilities, which gives you every single aircraft option basically in the world at the time to build an upgrade, and you just click the plus button. So like, if I want an Airbus A320, there's that, you can buy it. If you want an A321, you can buy it. You can charge the cost for different thing, or what they get on a flight. And then you obviously have your finance sheet, which tells you all of the money. You can also apply for loans right here, and you can just click and drag that to be 1.49 billion for 25 years, which I'm not going to take out the $1.5 billion loan because that's just a waste of money for me right now. Next, we have routes, which we're not going to get into yet. We need to go to airliners. Airliners is if you start with no airliners or you want to buy more airliners, you obviously can go here and you can look at the used airliners list. You can scroll through and you can change aircraft, limit them down, manufacturer, type, the range of them. You can limit this, how fast they go, change that, distance, runway, capacity, year they're built, how many classes they have if you're worried about that. You have leasing airliners, which you can just select. They only have one per every aircraft type. Then you have used or order a new airliner, which this is a tab where you can just find all of them listed out. Oops, Dustin's calling me. Order from manufacturer. We got, what is this called? Oh man, you can select what manufacturer you would like to buy from. If you would like to have a different manufacturer for certain things. Yeah, don't even speak English for you guys. But yeah, fun stuff. What do we got here? So like, I want to buy a Gulfstream. Here you go, buy a Gulfstream for $39 or whatever. You can also like go here. What are we running? Boeing 737s. Yeah, so I can go to Boeing and buy more Boeing 737s, or I can go to Airbus and buy that. Some of the aircraft, if you curse over them, it will give you a pop-up telling you this, or all the aircraft, it gives you a pop-up with their information all laid out. But some of them have a picture, so if you recognize it, you can be like, oh, that was the plane I wanted. So that is that. And then here's your human fleet, which is all the pilots needed and stuff like that. Here's airports, which is the tab I actually am going to go to. So we are out of Midway, and I'm going to set one airport up today, and we're going to go to over here to regions of the world. We're going to choose North America, which you can't actually see the drop down, which is hilarious. And then we added it so you can select the states. This is one of the add-ons I wanted them to add. Great feature. So like, I want to fly to JFK, which is in New York, so I find New York, click it, and then search. So as soon as the search comes up, I look for New York JFK International Airport. So New York JFK International Airport. I click on it. You do not want to click the plus button. You want to click on the actual airport. It gives you a picture. This is new. I love this stuff. It gives you a picture of where, like, the city it's in and stuff like that. Amazing. So you can build a new terminal if you want, sign contracts for terminals. So what I'm going to do is actually, I think, can I build a new terminal? No, that's way too expensive. No, actually. Terminal, or no, Southwest. We're just going to name it Southwest, legitimately. So you can build a terminal, which I'm not going to do now that I think about it. I overthought that equation. So we're going to get a full with passenger, and we're going to get, no, let's not do that. Let's just buy terminal, terminal 7, 60 million, whatever. We bought it. We own it. We own it forever. So you can also get information about what facilities you have, if there's anyone who has gates here as well. We own a terminal now, so that's a way different story than owning just some gates, or renting gates, I should say. Now the game's not responding again, so I guess I'm going to be waiting here for a minute for it to load. Okay, there it is. So like airport demand, telling you where else there's demand. LAX, extremely high demand from JFK. If you wanted to jump on top of like London Heathrow and LAX, those are really good numbers. So like Midway, there's not that many people wanting to go to Midway, but we're going to put a route together just to show you what a route is. So like all these other airports, really nice layout. Terminal 7, which is not our, what? Did we not buy Terminal 7? No, we own Terminal 7. So we got that. Yep. Okay. So now let's go to routes, and we're going to create a route. We're going to make it origin out of Midway and go there, 737-700. We're going to do it all year. Prices, change it. So like, oh, I want a 119 for the price. I want business class to be 159, I should say, 159, and first class is 229. You can change the upgrades on it. So like, oh, there they get a they can buy those, free drinks, they get free snacks, newspapers and magazines are available. And then you can either create a route or create and start a new route. So I'm just going to create the route because I already have it. And then we're going to assign airliners. We're going to click on the first airliner we want to assign, which is the top one. Do you want to hire the pilots? Yes. That's a dialogue that popped up for me. You guys can't see that. Now we're going to route gen. So now we're going to do, like, okay, let's start at 10100, and they fly a whole day flight schedule. They start at 5 a.m. They get an hour and 20-minute turnover, and they get 3 flights per day. Yeah, that works. Add. Let's see what it looks like on the schedule. Let's move down to 90 minutes maybe. Yeah, add that to the schedule. How many flights? Or no, 3 flights per day still. Yeah, no, let's do 120. Just makes sense. Three flights per day on a 120 turn scale, and this is flight number 100. Make sure that's always right if you change it. So that is set. So now you come back to routes, or no, assign it. Did I not? I didn't save it. There it is. You guys remember to save. That is a thing that I've not got used to, is not click submit changes, save, submit changes. Hour and 20, you get 3 in a day. Add. Save changes. Right there, click that button. It will save the changes. Then you go to assign airliners, and you click this button here, this play button. And now that aircraft is assigned to the route. So now what I'm going to do is I'm legitimately going to click play. I'm going to lose money, I believe. I believe I'm going to be losing money. But we can look here. You have $0 in ticket sales. And Dustin's trying to call me again, other than, see, now we're playing and we're losing money because obviously you instantly turn over a lost profit because of how it is. Jeez, kid, you going to understand that I'm doing things? Do not disturb. Okay, see, holy crap. Daily operations profit. Oh, that's expenses. I'm high. Let's see here. What are ticket sales at? That's $1 billion. No, hold on. Let me look at that number again. That's $100 million in expenses per day. So can I get how much tickets we sold? See, you sold tickets. Other than since I have so many aircraft just sitting on the ground, you're not going to make money. So I'm going to pause that there. That is the basic thing. Since you started out with 30 aircraft, assign all 30 obviously before you do anything. And we're going to look at the stocks quick. So stocks is the basic thing that you can go through. It's not much of work, or you can invest in more stocks. So like, oh, I want to sell that and buy into their Sky Cargo for Emirates. Okay, you can buy their subsidiaries or buy their full airline, which this means. That's a subsidiary, or you can buy the full airline, which means it doesn't have that, which is nice. So like, I can obviously I have a really expensive thing because I have good aircraft amounts. And then you can go through your analytics and stuff. You can make a flight school if you need it, and that is basically the start of the game. See, like on time percent, 100%, fill degrees 153, which means the aircraft is overfilled. So the aircraft is technically actually overfilled. So if you guys did enjoy this video, remember, click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And do go back to the Airline Project forums. There's going to be more videos, more updates, and stuff like that for tutorials on the Airline Project, because I'm really trying to make sure everyone understands how to start out in the game and do everything. And this is one of the things that I was trying to do, is show everyone how to start out. So if you have no idea and you're completely clueless, you can get an idea of how to use the Airline Project. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have an awesome day. Peace out.